Hey there, how are you doing today? Welcome to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me just 1 minute. Let me tell you a little bit about who I am and what I do. So my name's Mike. What I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't really matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that stuff on this channel. I really do hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you. So guys, it just occurred to me I've been going really fast paced with a lot of stuff, and I have overlooked a few concentrates that I've had. So I think I'm going to do a couple of concentrate reviews, and today probably going to be filming 3 or 4 reviews. Hopefully, get a little bit ahead, get some of these knocked out, so I can make sure to get them to you guys. Today we're going to be doing a concentrate review, and it's an interesting one. It's got a flavor profile that I'm really excited about. But before we get into that, I want to go ahead and kick it back to the previous me, and he's going to go ahead and reiterate a little bit about what we're doing on this channel, and he might be able to even educate you a little bit about what THCA is. And then right after that, we're going to hop into the review. All right, as you guys know, I review federally legal hemp products and devices on this channel, and some of these products have THCA in the name. And THCA is one of those things that has an awful lot of people confused right now. So if you're one of those people that's confused, give me just 1 moment. Let me explain a little bit. I might be able to educate you a little bit about what THCA actually is. And THCA stands for tetrahydrocannabinolic acid, and it's the naturally occurring compound found on all hemp plants everywhere. Basically, it's the precursor to what we know now as Delta 9 THC. All right. So, in and of itself, though, guys, THCA is not psychoactive. You're not going to go out and eat a piece of a hemp plant and get any elevated effects. It does not work like that. It first has to undergo a process called decarboxylation. And decarboxylation may sound like a fancy chemistry word, and it's because it is, but it's very simple in principle. And it simply means application of heat. So it doesn't really matter whether it's environmental heat, just the heat of the sun, it's a hot day outside, or, we're applying some artificial heat with some flame or with an electronic heat source like I like to use. We are decarboxylating that THCA molecule, and it's dropping that A right off the end of that molecule chain, and it's leaving you with good old-fashioned THC. So, guys, I want to be very clear on this. For all intents and purposes, the THC that everybody that you've ever spoken to or has ever spoken about before this, before 2018, they have been referring to THCA, the naturally occurring compound found on the plant. All right? Very clear about that. It is basically the same thing everybody's always spoken about. But the great thing is, since 2018 in the federal farm bill, we can get all these things to our doors. We don't have to go out and, you know, deal with strange people at odd times of night, potentially go out and, waste our time at the least and risk our safety at the worst. Now we just get it mailed to us, and when you get your packages in the mail, you're going to be getting something like this. This is a notice to law enforcement and the postal service, and it just dictates what is in the package, and it does list the applicable sections of the 2018 Farm Bill that the things in the package are covered under. Very important to hold on to these guys. You don't want to get rid of these right now. They pack flat. Just hold on to them. There's no reason to throw these out at this moment. For the foreseeable future, hold on to these and hold on to any COAs or certificates of analysis that you may have with your products. All right. All right, guys. Now that we're done with that, we're going to be looking at something from ShopHelloMary today. We're going to be looking at their Hashburger live rosin. This is something that I'm really, really interested in. It's a flavor terpene profile that I'm really very curious about. I've had similar stuff previously. I've had Donny Burger, which was very good. I believe that had some half burger in it, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really interested in seeing if we get many of those meaty terps in this. So there's the jar right there. Really interesting, nice looking burger thing going for it right there. In fact, 1 moment, change things up a little bit. May as well. All right, guys. So we got this really, really nice packaging as usual. And Like the last one, I'm going to be struggling with this one a little bit. Very, very well packed, and these labels are very thick. So definitely nobody too young is getting into this. Ooh, that is funky smelling. Mm, definitely smells like it's got some of that GMO burgery funk going for it, for sure. Here that is. It's on the side of the jar, guys. That is my fault. I have the jar sitting on the side. I will try to adjust that as I take a cut here to take some photos. And then we'll be right back and I'm going to try it out and tell you what I think. I can already tell though, just smelling these terps, it's going to be very, very heavy on the flavor. So hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, guys. Guess what? I did it again. I hit the virtual camera instead of record yet again. So I got halfway through my review and I realized I wasn't recording. So we're going to start over. Um, I did get some good shots of this hash burger. Very, very nice looking uh, rosin. This is their tier 1 cold cured at 70 to 149 U. Very nice stuff. And we're going to be dabbing this into this core 2.1. And I'm only dabbing a small additional little bit into here, guys, because I've already dabbed into this. And I've already had a small taste of this before I realized that I was not recording. So we're going to try this, take two. And I am actually emphatically recording right now. So this is the Crossing Core 2.1. Um, not as splashy as some other devices out there. That's kind of what I like about it. Um, 5 clicks to turn it on or off. Uh, you know, uh, I think 4 different heat selections, heat modes, and click it twice to run into heat mode in session. I typically run a couple of sessions back to back. Um, I prefer this device over some of the others that I use because this device is just, I'm able to anticipate it a little better. Some of the other devices that I've used heat up either really fast, not fast enough, just different things. I do have one that I need to check out later on, but that's later on. Um, you guys might be seeing that later in the week, a new one. But yeah, I really do like this one for reviewing purposes. Hmm. Mm. Really good hits. I gotta put that down for just a second. Whew. Really good. Definitely got that GMO on there. And there's a hint of beef in there, guys. For I mean there is. Really, really nice. Let me go ahead and look it up here. See what we can find. Pardon me. Alright, so it lists here. This is their listing. It says it's cross a Larry OG cross with Animal Mints. Now, looking at Larry OG, that's a cross of OG Kush cross with SFV OG. Um, and that's got flavors on it: citrus, herbal, lemon pine, aromas, citrus, earthy, lemon pine, woody. All right, and animal mints. is a cross of Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies and Fire OG. And that flavors are nutty pine, sour, sweet vanilla, and aromas are diesel, earthy, pine, pungent, and sour. Now, I suppose Larry OG crossed with Animal Mints might be getting me this flavor that is obviously Hashburger. It is what it says it is. Very very strong on the GMO aspect of it. Very strong, and it does have that meaty sort of thing going for it. Um, Really good. Now, what I'm interested in here is if I could quit exiting the page. I keep exiting the page before I'm done with it. I don't have an eidetic memory. I don't, keep all the stuff memorized. I do actually reference things, while I'm making these videos. And I'm looking at the COA for this hash burger right now. It says the THCa content is 90.42%, and the CBD content is 6.609%. Uh, Total cannabinoids 97.92%, and the calculated total THC is 79.42%. Really, really, really good. Like that's really good. That's very potent, and it's creeping on me pretty good now too. It's really starting to get me a little bit. Um, yeah, I'm enjoying it. Everything else that I'm seeing, from my sample here compared to everything I'm seeing on ShopHelloMary website showing other people's samples. It all looks, it's the same batch. Very good looking. Um, Very very funky smelling. Um, and it definitely does have that meat something going for it. That meaty whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and run another one. Get my Q-tips down so I can get this thing clean here in just a second. Gonna take a few because, like I said, I'd already started one take and looked over and said, I'm not recording. My goodness. Yeah, I way overloaded that one. Mm, very good. And even though I ran it so hard, it's a very clean product. Does not need a bunch of alcohol and stuff like that to keep your piece clean. Um, so just these Q-tips, you don't need glob mops. These are cheap. Just take care of your gear. I have had this for a little bit over a year now, I want to say. I'm still using the same atomizer that it came with. I have never changed an atomizer on any of my devices, and they still function perfectly. Um, and I have several. Um, Take care of your devices, guys, and they will take care of you. They'll last a good long while as long as you take good care of them. So it's very important. And you guys are into these sorts of funky GMO meaty um, terps that just, I don't know, they make you want a side of fries and a milkshake. This would be one to try. Hashburger is, it's a hit. It's a hit for me for sure. It's right up my alley. Um, I've had other GMO rosins before, and this is right up there with some of the best of them. I gotta say, for the flavor profile, it hits it on the nose, I would say. Um, is there anything that it could have more of? Um, I don't really know, because a lot of things that's listed there, either those things are there, like the citrus and all this other stuff. Maybe it's there and it's melding together to create new flavors, or maybe it's just not there at all, and I really am just letting my mind play tricks on me. But in any case, it's very, very good, and I'll probably be trying any other hash burger or Han Solo burger or hash plant um, strains or products that come out from ShopHelloMary. This is really good. I'd like to see what else they do with the GMOs and the really funky stuff. If you guys have been watching for me for a while, I really love the funky terps and the just the stinkier and the longer they stick on my palate, the more I like them. So yeah, I'll be probably babying this and only hitting this every now and then when I really want to just taste something wonderful. Um, but it is quite potent. It's got me pretty well slapped right now. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this little review. Um, Hope you are all doing well. I do have a lot more stuff coming. I got more to film after this, I think. So I need probably after hitting this, I probably need to go drink a pot of coffee or something and try to wake up so I can film some more. But I hope y'all are doing extremely well, staying blessed, staying lifted, all of that good stuff. You know, um, it's just now starting to warm up. It's been a miserable, miserable, cold, snowy week for me here, and for a lot of you, I'm sure. But snow's starting to melt here. Things are about to start getting a little bit back to normal. Whatever, whatever we can call normal these days, anyway. But in any case, I got some sunlight today, so I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Starting to get my, energy back a little bit. Starting to see a smile on my face a little more. Um, and yeah, so I think I'm gonna try to keep, stepping outside every now and then, getting a little bit of sun in between making these videos, and try to keep myself a little upbeat, a little more energetic, and get my worries and stuff like that off of my plate. So, because it's a beautiful day today, and I've got a lot of great things in store, and I've got more positive things to look forward to, and then I have any sort of negative things in my past. So, figured I'd mention that with you guys. If you guys have things that you've been dwelling on, while we've been dealing with this horrible, horrible weather, try to set it aside for a minute, and if you have some sunlight, go outside and just absorb some of that sunlight. Get some of that. Um, Try to breathe some fresh air without it freezing your lungs if you're able to. And I'll see you guys really soon. As always, I want you to take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and just keep on keeping on. And as always, stay lifted and stay blessed. I'll talk to you very soon. Peace.